across the school's prison, some student potential seems locked. Town kids farm or join the honor roll of inmates post-graduation. The teacher's words left Jimmy pondering deeply, as if she had suddenly gained insight into the existence of two parallel universes. So she thought, why not challenge the principal with the poster? She had time, after all. She felt like she was accepting the challenge. She pointed out the education board approved night runs and promised funding. Money, a great negotiator. The moment he heard cash, the principal turned into an enthusiastic behind-the-scenes supporter. She dangled ice-cold drinks as prizes while trying to recruit the fast runners, and soon 4 boys stepped up to the challenge. They had no idea this was their golden ticket to change their fate, thinking it was just wasting precious hours. She swooped in just when they were in their most rebellious mood, like a lucky charm they didn't know they needed. Like that unlucky thief, she didn't just save the day, she recruited him into the long-distance team like a superhero. She cheered, "Here comes our star runner." But Thomas joined expressionless. After some torturous efforts, she finally gathered 7 players for the race, which was the minimum requirement to participate. This chubby guy was no joke. He was recognized as the soul of the team, guiding them forward, because every squad needs a lovable goofball to inspire them. Their presence quickly turned into the town's hip attraction, but the age gap made it hard for Jimmy to keep pace. She dramatically fell at the supermarket entrance, and the boss heroically handed her an ice-cold cola, truly a supermarket night. Those teens were like sweaty waterfalls under the blazing sun, yet their enthusiasm was through the roof. Little Danny remained determined to flirt with the finish line, even if he was trailing far behind. Running struggles were nothing. Stopping for a drink felt like the ultimate celebration. They rinsed their shabby shoes with free water on the roadside, and Jimmy thought, "I wish I could get you all new shoes." She splurged on new shoes for her students, and their smiles shone brighter than the sun. Before the race, she explained rules: top 5 teams win. It sounded like a game, but Danny scratched his head. If only the top 5 scores count, why am I even here as the slowpoke? Jimmy was momentarily speechless, feeling like she was caught in a game of who can make up an excuse first. The privileged kids mocked them like they were narrating a movie scene with sound effects of bulldozers. Faced with mockery, the team decided to stay silent, awaiting the starting gun. Jimmy stood nearby, excited and anxious, like she forgot the next stop. As the race progressed, Thomas began to sprint like he was hunting for the script of a reality show, but it just wasn't there. Head out! Thomas shoved aside the blocking opponents, turning into a racetrack bully in the process. The final incline felt like a classic game of rock, paper, scissors, and he wasn't winning. No matter how hard he tried, he was overtaken right before the finish line, ultimately ending up in 14th place. The rest of the team's performance was also dismal, and little Dana's effort cemented him as the king of last place. They had become the ultimate last place, and that embarrassing record of barely breaking 100 left them all defeated. The ride home felt like a funeral. Jimmy apologized like she was the worst contractor in history. She admitted she lacked the magic wand for race day and encouraged everyone to believe bright futures were ahead. But when she returned home, her disappointment felt like an endlessly deep bottomless pit. Her husband's was only confused her, and her hopes of escaping this land felt more like a distant dream. However, her wife's gentle reminder acted like the emotional GPS they desperately needed. The next day, she took students to barren land, training it like a hill. She had them run back and forth until they mastered this virtual hill-like prose. But Thomas was relentless, yelling, "How many more laps do we have? Is 100 enough?" He lamented that hardships felt like a mountain of boulders, full of bitter struggles. We city dwellers only see the hidden beauty of the almonds, yet remain unaware of the hardships that lie behind them. In the face of destiny's predetermined path, I can't see any way out. When the main team walked away, Jamie felt her heart plummet into a chasm. When she got home and tried to apologize for forgetting the cake, her guilt-ridden gesture didn't mend her daughter's mood. Her daughter locked herself away in the room, seemingly sending out a strong, alert signal towards her mother. The cold atmosphere at home made her regretful, yearning to balance work and family swiftly. She accidentally discovered Thomas sitting all alone on the overpass, with an expression akin to that of a lost kid. The kid had clear bruises on his face, revealing he got hurt while trying to break up his dad's explosion at home. She attempted to console him but failed to match his story, eventually just sharing her own woes. Thinking of jumping off this overpass, you might walk away injured but become a burden on your family instead.